Hello and welcome to ESPN Cricket for Matchday Runorder powered by Techno Mobile. If you can hear us, put it in the comments, then we'll keep the show going. Sean Tate, Jimmy Faulkner right here. Apologies for the slight technical snag when we went live a few minutes back. Also with Gaurav Sundararaman, Isha Acton and Alexis Nunes as we look ahead to Dinesh Karthik's Kolkata Knight Riders at home against the Kings 11 Punjab led by R. Ashwin, who's also done well to win the toss at the Eden Gardens and chosen to bowl first. We'll get straight into all of it. We know we only have about 20 minutes or so to go, but normally Gaurav Karda takes up 10 minutes on his own. So we'll assume that time is taken care of. Tosses tend to be important, even though we've seen teams like yesterday win after batting first, Teddy. But Ashwin choosing to bowl first in what's supposed to be a pretty good game, given both teams have started reasonably well.
Yeah, I think obviously we spoke about Kolkata at home being tough to beat, and that sort of evens up the contest, so it makes it a bit more interesting. They got to win the toss and put a little bit of advantage on their side, I suppose.
R. Ashwin choosing to bowl first.
Yeah, having said that, I'm quite surprised because they've batted first the last couple of games and Gale's got away, so I reckon they'd be worried about Russell. Excuse me.
Yeah.
A bit worried about the Russell factor. I want to know what they're chasing.
Yeah, no, now we have the audio, so make sure your throat's good, Jimmy Faulkner. Yeah. But no, that's an interesting point James Faulkner makes, that he chose to go against the norm, Ashwin, and bat first to try and outmuscle a team like Hyderabad. But they could clearly, he's probably playing the opposition here.
That's exactly right. If you've got, to be honest, if you've got Russell charging in and making a late dash to win the game, you got to sort of take that out of the equation because he's that much of an important player, whereas decisions like this can turn because of one guy.
Okay, Andre Russell has made his big scores batting first though, JS, in this tournament. But again, Ashwin, we continue to we watch him very closely as a tactician, what he does with changes, what he does at the toss. Thoughts on why he's chosen to bowl first at the Eden Gardens?
I guess, see, it's a 4 p.m. start also, slightly different from the other games you've seen at the Eden.
Chasing like the 1KD, we know 1KD it becomes very easy to chase.
Yeah, but historically when you look at the numbers, batting first have done better at during 4 p.m. games at Eden Gardens. So that, again, this is against the norm.
I mean, and we also keep in mind that the sun sets a lot sooner in Kolkata.
I'm actually really not sure. Maybe he's backing his bowling to do well and restrict them, and maybe he doesn't want a repeat of because they have 3 spinners, right? So we may not know what target to set, and he's happy to play out the spinners based on the target.
Okay.
We're telling us the Russell factor, we said that.
He's the Russell factor.
It's just the Russell factor. Fine, it's all about Andre Russell, Alexis, Andre Russell, Chris Gale, Sunil Narayan. Your boys are all on fire.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. And of course, I know the matchups that everyone's looking forward to is Gale against Narayan and seeing if he can actually trouble him, because as we know, Chris Gale has been in absolutely blistering form. But this is the 3rd time. And we can see the 3rd time's a charm or a 3rd time's a jinx for the big man, because he had to do some running in the last match and we know he didn't like that.
Okay, we'll talk about that Gale-Narayan matchup. It's a mouth-watering one, and this time Gale returns to the Eden Gardens, but as a Kings 11 player, he's played at a couple of franchises. But is he the same Chris Gale? Well, last couple of innings certainly suggest so. Just looking at the playing 11s, we know that Dinesh Karthik's Kolkata is unchanged and Ashwin's Kings 11 have made 1 change. Looking at the team, and absolutely no changes from the team that registered a win in their last game. So nothing else to talk about. Will Sunil Narayan continue to open the batting? We'll put that question in just a bit. And as we move forward to Kings 11, 1 significant change. Ankit Rajput comes in for Mohit Sharma, who's not done too badly. Ankit Rajput's played his IPL cricket at the Eden Gardens last couple of seasons. But big one, that Teddy, because Mohit Sharma has been a regular for Kings 11 through the course of
yeah, he has. I mean, given Rajput a go, that's fine. But I'm a fan of him, and I think he can bowl death as well. That's the other thing. When you're taking a guy at the side that can bowl Yorkers is a big move, but maybe they see something in Rajput, so yeah.
He bowled some good stuff the other night to Tony as well, so I'm a little bit surprised with that.
Can you make sense of it? Because he's played at the Eden and knows better?
He swings at the ball more than Mohit. I think Mohit's not much of a swing bowler. I've seen Ankit swing it a little bit early on. Maybe under lights, Eden swings a lot this season especially.
He's probably been bowling really well in the nets, that sort of thing, and impressed.
No, he went for a decent amount of money, 3 crore at the auction, so he's a player that franchises did want, and he was good. And can't remember the exact game that Ankit Rajput did lead the bowling line for Kolkata under Gautam Gambhir. Right, Alexis, let's get the fans involved.
Let's get the fans involved indeed, and one of the ways that we like to do it here is to check out our very first poll. And the question is, it should pop up right here. Rajput for Mohit, is that the right move? You just heard the boys talking about it. Let us know what you guys think by using yes with that emoji, and if you want to use the angry emoji to tell us no, then just use it.
Very well, we continue the conversation now, and as you might have seen on ESPN Cricket 4, we tend to show you what our virtual coaches tend to make of match situations, what they probably go back and write down, jot down and think. Here is another episode of Coach's Diary.
The law of averages has to catch up sometimes. Diary. Well, today was that day. First loss of the season. First in Punjab. But hey, I'm not worried. Let me admit, I believe we're the finest bowling side, and Chris Gale still hit a century. That man is a T20 legend. When Boogie couldn't do much, I knew it was going to be tough. We needed pace on this big ground, so Chris got a look in, and Big Billy, our match winner at Eden, had to sit out. Did well, I think. I also want to get Alex Hales to open, hopefully in another low-pressure game, because after Warner, we have been dependent upon Darwin, and that's not a great thing. Look what happened today. Kane should have opened. He takes a while to get going, so could have helped. It is a relief that Panny is back in form though. Didn't really chase it down, but ensured we shrunk the margin of losses. My eye is always on the net run rate. Lesson learnt, gotta go. P.S. SOH today stood for Shika retired hurt, didn't it? He'll be fine.
Many thanks to Tom Moody for personally voicing that episode of Coach's Diary. Or was it another Australian voice? Jimmy Faulkner, do you recognize the voice?
I'm going to retire
From voiceovers?
from voiceovers, yes.
Oh, I thought you could
He's
retire.
loving the voiceover sitting
Yeah,
comfy
but
in
you could
studios
retire from
instead of out
cricket
there.
and just do voiceovers, given it's much easier and
Save's putting his face on there.
1-0.
Good having two Aussies in the
You've
house.
got 14 minutes to pose a comeback.
Move on.
To Teddy, yeah. All right. The universe boss, Chris Gale. We're all talking about him again. He's clearly far from done. Why do we call him that? Well, 11,000 plus runs in T20 cricket, 2100s, most recent that we saw the other night, and then the most sixes as well, 834 sixes. He's also got the most sixes in the IPL by far. Highest average of over 41 if you count 7,000 plus runs as a qualifier. Played for as many as 23 teams in a career that spans 13 years and counting. Any other reasons anyone can think of?
He calls himself the universe boss. I don't think anyone else calls him.
That's a nice done, no? After everything.
I know.
Look at you. Why can't you be happy for the man?
I'm
What do
very
you got
happy.
against him?
He's the best 2020 player of all time.
That's better.
So there you
Oh,
go.
that's quite the title.
Anyone who even comes close to that? The other thing is he plays everywhere. The Indian players don't get to play
That's right.
20 cricket around the world. Otherwise
Yeah.
you never know what you'd get. But no one's agreeing with me. Fine, Chris Gale. Best ever. Like ever. Gale versus Narayan is something Alexis Nunes pointed out earlier. That could be a contest that could decide the game, given Chris Gale, when he's going in form, tends to take the game away. What does the data tell us, Gaurav?
We did see Gale play Bhuvi carefully and try to attack the other bowlers the other day. So that could be a similar strategy again for Gale. He has struggled against Narayan and he's not been able to pick him. But, well, these numbers are they've not met too much in the recent past. So maybe it could go other ways this time. But let's see.
If we switch it around against Andre Russell, though, I don't think there's any such problem. For Gale against Andre Russell.
Yeah, so they play a lot in the Caribbean Premier League and they play for the same team, so the chances of them meeting were less. But yeah, whatever they have played of each other, Gale seemed to have dominated.
Yeah.
He has strikes at 166. So we saw Russell didn't even bowl the last game. So I know KKR are a very, very smart team and they also do their matchup. So I wouldn't be surprised if Russell even doesn't bowl to.
Jimmy, the point Gaurav makes a little earlier about Chris Gale, we actually see a little more method, a little more caution than probably we've seen in the last couple of seasons. Plays out smart bowlers, he's never been a slogger, but at the same time, there is a method to how Chris Gale is constructing an innings now.
I don't think now. I think he's always had that. He always looks at the matchup.
Tees off at the right.
Yeah, he looks at who's probably going to get him out, sees them out like he did with Bhuvi. I expect him to do the same today, but he can go to another gear. He doesn't mind if he's a runner ball 30. He knows he can get to 70, 80 really fast. So not many players can do that.
At the risk of saying something which is obvious, but it re-emphasizes the point. You've got to get Gale early, even if he's. And how do you get him when he's defending? I remember how Zair Khan used to bowl the left arm seamers himself and keep a couple of slips because that was your best chance because you know Gale's defending.
Yeah.
But how do you get Gale?
It's one of those things with the really good players, you just got to hope for a good ball. not necessarily a freak delivery, but a really good ball that's going to get him out. I remember playing against him and bowling early on, and it was my job to try and get him out with a in-swing Yorker or something, and it rarely happened. So it's not an easy task.
So that's just have. I mean, you can't really put out a plan for Gale then.
Well, I mean, I think people have been throwing plans at him for a long time. Bowl up in his body, try and bowl an in-swing Yorker, bowl bounces, but there's no, with really, really good players, someone like a Kohli, there's no formula. You've got to bowl a good ball.
Right, Isha, you've been quiet far too long. We don't like that.
Yeah,
what have you got?
it's time for me to speak. So it's time for ESPN Cricket Info, the internship. It's my favourite part of the show. Today, of course, our intern, he's in Kolkata. He's going to share with us the beautiful journey that the Kolkata fans make to the Eden Gardens. So let's see what he's got for us.
Hello, this is Sandeepan from Kolkata. Well, watching a cricket match at Eden Gardens is always considered as a pilgrimage for any cricket fan. This iconic venue has attracted fans from all around the world. However, if you have watched a match over here but haven't taken a boat ride in the nearby Hooghly River, then I feel your experience is not complete. But don't worry, today I am here to take you to that ride and try to provide you a virtual experience of how the City of Joy looks like right from the middle of the Hooghly River. So I have been met with two fans who are going for the match today. So boss, आप लोग क्या जब भी मैच देखने आते हो बोट से ही जाते हो? क्यों बोट से जाने का क्या फायदा है?
यहाँ से जाने में बहुत आराम होता है, बस से जाने में हैरेसमेंट होता है।
अच्छा।
हावड़ा से गार्डन के लिए सबसे बेस्ट वे बोट है।
और ये जो गर्मी में रिवर ब्रीज आप एंजॉय कर रहे हो वो भी
एंजॉयमेंट होता है और बहुत सारे।
अच्छा, enjoy the game. So it took a little less than 15 minutes for me to cross the river and reach right outside the Eden Gardens. Well, if I had taken the roadways, then especially in this traffic, I think it would have been more than half an hour. So being a Kolkatan, I will definitely suggest you to take this boat ride if you are coming to Eden Gardens from the Howrah side.
Well, there you have it. Come hell or high water, Kolkata fans will be there.
Yeah, you bet. And I believe amongst all of us, from the man from Chennai, the man from Mumbai, we have the man from Australia who's actually been on a boat in Kolkata.
I have that exact river.
And
funnily enough,
you took the river to get.
I spent some time with the squad a couple of years ago, and we had a river party or a boat party on the river.
What happened at the party?
Nothing, just a bit of music and dancing and a couple of quiet
Standard.
cordials.
That's it.
That's it, is right. All right,
Couple
on
soft
that note,
drinks.
as you saw, we absolutely love these videos that you guys send in for our internship, but there is another thing on the line. You can enter our fan video contest on MDRO. Shoot a T20 related video in your city on your mobile phone. WhatsApp the video to us on that number, and as you can see, the videos will be featured on the show. The cast will select a winner by the end of next month. That's May, and the winner will get a chance to intern with the ESPN Cricket Info video team, and trust me, that is the top team you want to be a part of. All right, let's have the results now from the first poll that we asked you earlier on. Rajput for Mohit, was that the right move? 56% of you said yes, and 44% of you say no. Okay, well, before we get the guys to react to that, we have another poll question for you, because we just love hearing from you guys, and this is a more difficult one today, or I guess we'll see if it is. Who do you think will win today? Kolkata, use that like emoji, or Punjab, use that happy laughing emoji.
Wow, Alexis Nunes, you killed it. That's the longest I've been quiet on the show in my entire life.
I'm not often quiet.
That's the longest I've been quiet.
I know, that's true.
Yeah, I know. All right, get posting, get busy on on our Facebook page. Start putting your comments in. I'll try and put a few to Jimmy and Sean before the first ball at the Eden Gardens. Now, speaking of the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, one thing that hasn't changed about them is that they still maintain the same core group of spin bowlers that have been so successful for them over the years. We'll just bring out the information for you to suggest that in the IPL 2018 as well, it's the combination of Narayan, Kuldeep Yadav and Piyush Chawla. And may I even add, I think Nitish Rana also, who's contributed to 22 wickets at an economy of under 7.5. And you take that if your balls per wicket are once in less than 3 overs. Very few teams tend to have 3 quality spinners that you would play almost everywhere, regardless of opposition and conditions.
Yeah, I mean, a large part of their success over the years has been because of that. And bowling at this ground, I mean, the wicket's changed over the last couple of years a little bit, Eden Gardens, but it was always a slow, low turner for a few years there. And you know, these guys, especially Narayan, and had a lot of success there.
And the key is, I mean, Narayan's going through a lot. We tend to all say, oh, you know, he needs to keep remodeling his action, but it must be huge on a player, on a bowler, to have to keep going again and again, every time needing to prove himself, and he still ends up doing more than a job.
Yeah, he's doing a great job so far. I think the 3 spinners will be quite nervous coming up against Gale, especially after his performance last game, where he whacked Rashid everywhere. So I'm interested to watch this.
Yeah. What the hell is happening with Nitish Rana? Why can't people hit him?
Well, I suppose when you... what are you saying? Are you saying he's very
No, I'm not saying he's... he doesn't strike me as very threatening.
I just think when you're new blood and not many people have seen you before, it can be a little bit easier. And when you've played a few years and people start to work out your deliveries, it gets a bit harder.
All right. You bowl a bit like Nitish Rana, Gaurav.
Yeah,
but anyway.
I do, and I do get wickets also. So,
I doubt that.
so what's very surprising is that the wicket in Eden, and you still have these 3 spinners. They have backed these guys, and they have continued to play them. Like Tatey said, that irrespective of the conditions, they back themselves. And 14 overs of spin we saw last match. That's a lot of overs. Even if you saw those numbers there, it was almost 57 overs of spin, which is extremely high. And that's worked for them, and they will try that till maybe Gale has another big knock.
Yeah, wait for it. Chris Gale could nullify all those numbers after one game. The battle we'll see in the first half of the game, though, is going to be Robin Uthappa against R. Ashwin. Potentially R. Ashwin taking the new ball, whether that happens or not. But I love that picture of Robin Uthappa right back from the first World T20. But anyway, what have we got? 4 times dismissed in the IPL, 60 balls faced, and not much scored. So numbers stacked heavily in favour of R. Ashwin.
Yeah, and I think we will see a lot of matchups this game, Ashwin to Uthappa, and I also, now just thinking about it, maybe Rajput's just been brought in to get Narayan out, because he's a guy who is much quicker than Mohit Sharma, and you know, we've seen Narayan struggle a bit against fast bowling as well. So just thinking about it, we might have these small matchups within the tournament, so within the match, so it's going to be good to see these 2 teams play.
Okay, quickly tell us, Isha Acton, what's going on in the world of social media.
Yeah, so Rajasthan Royals have had a rough couple of games, and their team mentor Shane Warne had some stern words for his team, but he issued this uplifting apology for all of the fans to see. So let's take a look at what he said.
Very well, very ordinary first half of the game. My God, so this is how you mentor, via Twitter these days. Well played, Waddle. CSK 20 runs short, I hate these 280 character tweets now.
I know.
Samson, Ben Stokes to fire with the bat.
Too much.
Get the boys home. Where is Wani, Teddy?
I got no idea.
Jimmy?
Harry's
think
back
he
home,
went
back
isn't
home.
he?
He's back home.
He's
Back
back
in
home
Australia,
for a
isn't
few days.
So how do mentors get paid? Serious question.
Obviously, I mean, he's obviously going to, you know, if he comes back to the squad, he's around the group. Talk about the inspiration that Rajasthan need, he might be the key.
Yeah, definitely. The thing that I find quite surprising with the team and the coaching staff, they don't have many players that have actually played T20.
Is that
I think
important,
having Warnie in, he will inspire, and he's got so much experience to add to the group, and they're probably missing him.
But how important is it? Is it a prerequisite to have someone who's played T20? I mean, Gary Kirsten coaches around the world. Tom Moody's not played T20 cricket.
But they're still big. They're still quite big. They're big
names.
Big names, big profiles. Sometimes you've got youngest guys in the squad. They certainly look up to people, you know, like a Rahul Dravid they have for years at Rajasthan.
Sure.
It just adds a bit, I think. And
You
I
tend to
think
trust
that's
someone more who's been there.
probably why Warnie's got that mentor role as well.
All right. Isha, what else you got?
Yeah, well, another couple of teams who are actually in a worse off position than Rajasthan Royals, RCB and DD, who are obviously playing tonight. It's not all gloomy at the Delhi camp. If you look at this selfie of the BFFs,
Well, they actually look the same, don't they?
they look the same,
It's a
and they
double
don't
take.
look too gloomy and sad. They're
Look
keeping
like
their
brothers.
spirits high.
Backstreet Boys.
How cute is that?
Oh, because I have a brother, I'll always have a friend.
Aw.
Built-in best friend.
Yeah.
I actually like that. It's a bit like the Backstreet Boys, throwback too.
You should get a chain like that, Paddy. You look good with a chain like that.
Yeah. All right, not bad. 1-1. No,
Come on.
You got something else, Isha?
Yeah, hopefully the Sandeep Lamichani fans will be happy for this segment because he's the
Oh, wow.
Wonder Boy and he's been Instagramming, so I'm very proud of him. And who knows, he might, I mean, Mayank Markanday, he's really picked up his social media game.
Right.
Maybe Sandeep will do the same. Will everyone follow him and keep a
Wow.
lookout
You
for
know,
these
one thing I
selfies?
will ask Sandeep Lavishane really looks like he could be on a film poster.
That's a very
He
GQ
does.
model photo.
Very.
He looks
So I
fresh.
must ask whether when you get into an IPL side, you get a lot of photographers who, you know, you take your photo shoots and
It's all well and good.
portfolios.
If you don't make runs or take wickets, it does not matter what your hair looks like.
Well,
Honestly.
well, Sandeep is not even playing, so we can't blame him.
But his fans are there.
His fans are there.
They're
yeah.
the most vocal.
They'll fade.
are.
They'll
Next to
fade
the
if he
fizz.
doesn't. If he doesn't do well, they'll fade.
Looking at the two of you, I think you spend a little more time on your hair than you do, Teddy. So Jimmy,
Yeah.
Mine's actually really quick, but I know back in the day that Hodgie and Tatey used to make sure they got a rinse before game one of the IPL.
is that right?
Yeah, a little colour.
So they looked that
They
was more
looked
appealing to the
looked about
cameras.
5 years younger, yeah.
Oh my God!
Sorry about
2-1.
that,
Didn't
Yeah.
work.
Oh, here we go. The battle is on, having two Aussies in the house. Anyways, because the Kolkata Knight Riders are playing, we have to remind you of how you can actually get your Andre Russell or Sunil Narine on in the virtual world. The Kolkata Knight Riders Cricket 2018 is the official game of the Knight Riders. Trust me, you have to download this game for your smartphone. Introducing the all-new cricket playing experience by India Games Limited. Playing quick match or tournament mode with your very own squad. Go ahead and smash those 4s and 6s with high-definition graphics and bring out the Knight Rider in you. Download the game from the Google Play app now.
My favorite part. Now there you go. 4. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Every time I see the slow ball, magnificent. Just brilliant. KKR Cricket 2018, get it right now, guys. Download it. That's
We've
what
all
we do.
downloaded it.
Yeah, that's what we do when we're watching games as pathetic as the Chennai Rajasthan one from yesterday.
Yep, that's very
The
true.
result was inevitable. If you're going to the games yourselves, though, you'll see lots of 6s. When the ball comes your way, be ready to become our Tata Nexon fan catch winner, potential winner. If you just catch the cricket ball one-handed, as Jimmy Faulkner will show now, I'm giving him advance notice, unlike Alexis just surprising him. So here you go, Jimmy.
Those
Oh, there you go. That's what Sean Tate
See?
has done. See,
You are aware that one person has already won it, right?
someone's won it.
Yeah, in Wankhede.
Wow.
Hey, yeah.
Somebody has already won it. Gaurav Sundaraman keeps all data
I know.
in the world. Right. So make sure you get it clean, one-handed catch, caught on camera, and you could be the winner of 100,000 rupees and also the lucky winner of a Tata Nexon. Check out the website and download the ESPN Cricket for mobile app if you want more details on the Tata Nexon fan catch contest. Right, let's get quick predictions. Punjab, Kolkata. Firstly, we know they're bowling. Score to keep Chris Gale quiet. What will it be? 180 at least?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to back him.
Not 180 is not going to keep him quiet.
Both good sides, but
Ruben did 175.
KKR, for me, KKR are going to win this game.
KKR, even though they'll be batting first.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
just at home, I'm going to back KKR as well.
All right.
All
Let's
right,
get the
well,
poll
let's hear
result.
what
Yeah.
everybody else thinks, because of course that's our poll result. Our second poll result, we asked you guys earlier on, who do you think is going to win? 70% are
Wow.
going with the home team Kolkata, and 30% are rallying for Punjab.
Well, you need a score that you can force Chris Gale to take on early on. Don't give him that time to keep quiet. But many thanks, Sean Tate, James Faulkner, Isha Alexis, and Gaurav Sundaraman. We'll be back at halftime where you can pose your questions to Jimmy and Sean, depending on how things go. So let's enjoy that game, catch the site for live updates, and we'll see you again soon on ESPN Cricket for Matchday Runorder, powered by Techno Mobile.